Okay, to create a pad file, you'll need to go to www.asp-shareware.org. And once you're there, click on the Pad Site button, and you'll be brought to this page. You'll click on Author Resources because you are the author of your own software now, and you'll click PadGen. And then download PadGen 3. And this is a piece of software that allows you to easily create pad files. So I'm going to save it to my desktop. And once it's done, I'm going to head on over there and install it. Find the location on your desktop where you created that PadGen file and double click it. And you want to run that file. And this way you'll be able to install it on your operating system. I already had it installed, so it asked me if I want to repair it. I just said no, so that I'm going through the complete new setup just like you will. So I'm going to click Next and accept their software agreement. They can put it in my C program files, that's fine. And then you select where in your start menu you'd like it. And let's go ahead and create a desktop icon so that we can find it easily. And now it's installed it for me, so I want to launch PadGen. And then I'll click Finish. Alright, PadGen will look like this when you start it. Now this main window of PadGen is where you're going to fill out a bunch of forms, and this is going to create the, it's kind of like a blueprint for the software directories to check your blueprint, find out all the information about your software, where it's located at, who can download it, how much it costs, your website URL, and then they pull that information out of your pad file and put it into their site so that your software is listed on their sites. Now what most of them do is take this very first field that we see here, your company name, and that's what they use to link to your website. So you want your company name to be your keyword, and then that way you rank higher for your keyword because you have more sites linking back to you with your keyword as the anchor text. If you need any more explanation on that, you can go to socialmediadaily.com and download the free guide there that's that I put together for you, and it'll explain a little bit more about keywords and anchor text for you. But hopefully you know what your keyword is, and you'll go ahead and put it here in the company name field. So my keyword for my site is social marketing, because that's what, when people enter social marketing into Google, I would like to appear high in that list. So I'm going to enter in social, and I'm going to spell it right, social marketing. And then you enter in your address, and you can tab through all these fields, so it's pretty easy. Company URL, that's where you put in your web address. And this is, again, the site that you are trying to gain links for. Author info, you just want to put in your own first name, last name, and email. And your email address, I do suggest that you have a special email address just for these pad files and software submissions, because at times the software directories will actually email you back and say, oh, we found your pad file and we're going to add it to our directory, and so you might not want those clogging up your regular inbox. So if you want to, create a separate address just for this. Now, the contact info is going to be the same as the author info most likely. So I'm just going to copy, Control C, and then paste, Control V, the information over there so that I don't have to type it again. And even though the information is the same, it's important that we fill out all the fields that we can here. So just enter in the information again. Now our email address for support is going to be the same thing, contact, and I'm just pasting it into the boxes, and you should do the same. And then enter in your phone number. And I'm going to copy it, Control C, and paste it, Control V, and the fax number. Enter in whatever fax number you have. And then we're going to move on to the Program Info tab. The program name. Now, this is kind of rare, but occasionally when the software directories link back to your site, they will link with the program name as the anchor text. Usually they link back with the company name as the anchor text, but occasionally they do it with the program name. So we want to take our company name, copy it with Control C, and paste it into program name, because that is your keyword that you want linked to your site. And then in the version, all this software that you just created is all brand new, so you're going to put in version 1.0. The release date is whatever day you're putting this together. And the type, since all this software that we created is free, you select freeware from the download box. The release status is going to be a new release, again, because this is all brand new. And the cost is $0 in US, since you're not charging for it. Install support. Now, what I'm working on here and what you should be working on first is your conduit toolbar. That happens to come with install and uninstall, so you go ahead and select that. And that is just whether the program comes wrapped with a way to easily uninstall and install it, instead of having to, go and manually delete files from like C program files. And all this software that we've created has a install and uninstall. So you'll select that option. The languages, now I created my toolbar in English, so I'm going to select English. If your toolbar is in English, you should do that too. If you chose a different language to create your toolbar in, you'll want to select that from the list here. And next we need to find the size of our software. So we're going to look at our Internet Explorer toolbar that we created with Conduit. And that's the one that is called, whatever your toolbar name is, .exe. Click on the size bytes, and then you'll get this new window. And mine opened to my desktop, which is where I save the toolbar. And there it is, socialmediadaily.exe. That is the toolbar that I created with Conduit, and that's the file that I want to open. And now you'll see it's populated with a number here. That is the number of bytes that the size is. So that people who want to know how big a file is before they download it can find out. Category class. Now this is just the category that you think your software goes in. Now this is a browser toolbar. So we'll scroll down, and there should be network and internet. This is, they don't have toolbars specifically, but this is a browser tool, so you'll go ahead and select that. Recent changes we can leave blank because this is brand new, and system requirements we can leave blank as well because this toolbar is pretty standard. Actually, you know what, let's fill it out anyway and put, because this is an Internet Explorer toolbar, we'll put Internet Explorer, so that people know that they have to have Internet Explorer to download it. And it works on, all these versions of Windows, basically anything that can run, excuse me, anything that can run Internet Explorer, this toolbar will work in. So we'll go ahead and check all the different versions of Windows. And that is fine. Has expiration info. Now since your software is free and it doesn't expire, we don't need to fill that out. Now we head on over to the descriptions tab, and it's going to be in English, so we select our keywords. Our keywords are going to be both our main keyword, which is the keyword that you used for company info in company name and program name. So for me it's social marketing, and these are comma separated. And then you want to add a couple of keywords that are more relevant to exactly what your software is. So this is a browser toolbar, and I could just put toolbar as well. And you're just going to come up with whatever keywords you think somebody might search for when they're looking for a browser toolbar. So i.e. toolbar, this works with Internet Explorer, so I'm going to choose that. And how about add-ons, because that's what they call toolbars and things in Internet Explorer. Now you've got a bunch of different descriptions here to fill out, and they're for different character limits. Some software directories might have room for a 2,000 character description, and some software directories might only have room for a 45 character description. So you need to fill out all these boxes so that depending on wherever software directory your information here ends up, they have an appropriate description that fits the space that they have. So for a 45 character description, that's pretty short. So you just want to describe whatever you created, your toolbar, in simple terms. So mine's going to say it's a social marketing toolbar for internet. Oh, that didn't fit. So I'm going to put for IE. And what I've done here, and what you should do too, is try to use your keyword in the description, because that's going to make your keyword, show up more and make it more relevant in the search results, as far as being a relevant page linking to your site. In the 80 character description, you're going to have a little bit more room, so you can expound upon that. So use your keyword again if you can. So I could fit that whole thing there this time. Social marketing toolbar for Internet Explorer. 250 character description. We get a little bit more room. So and again, you want to use your keyword and any other keywords that are kind of associated or closely related to your main keyword. So I'm going to say social marketing, which is my keyword, toolbar for Internet Explorer. So I'm just copying what I wrote in the 80 character, and then I'm going to add some more since I have 250 characters for here. So it says find social media, blogs, and marketing resources. Okay, now for the 450 character description, we have a little bit more room. So I'm going to copy what I wrote for the 250, paste it here into the 450, and add another sentence. Okay, so I just put easily reach all the social marketing information you need to market your website directly from your browser toolbar. It's, whatever's relevant to your keywords. And I'm going to copy that and paste it in the 2,000 character description as well. Next, we'll go over to the web info. The web info screen is where you put in all the information about your website and where certain information about your software and where your software itself can be found. So before we can actually fill this out, we need to prepare a little package and upload it to your server so that all these files that it's